Hey divas, I am a Lady Gaga stan. She's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite artist of all time. And I love weird shit. Oh, I can't swear in the first 30 seconds. We're gonna bleep that out. I love really weird and avant-garde stuff, and she's like as pop can go. Oh wait, thumbnail. She's as pop as you can be, and I love the avant-garde. I love the surreal. I love that kind of stuff. I have an album called Litanies of Satan. Anyway, but I think that Lady Gaga does pop perfectly. I love how she does pop. Especially my favorite album of hers is The Fame. I think conceptually it's my favorite. I have a lot of nostalgia for it. I got really into it over quarantine. And I want to do a line-by-line... Okay, let's take that back. I want to do a line-by-line analysis. So, it goes, we are the crowd, we're coming out. Starts with that. Who is we, and what do you mean coming out? So, I think the we probably has two main influences. It's either Lady Gaga and like her posse around the time of all the artists she was working with, but it's also like proto-stars, like young, ambitious artists who want fame and fortune. These like celebrity obsessed people, and then they're going, we're coming out. It's like a declaration of your aspiration, but it's also kind of tying into the next line about how she is essentially making herself the paparazzi. It goes, got my flash on, it's true, need that picture of you. So Lady Gaga is saying that her as the character Lady Gaga is the paparazzi. That's what she's saying, got my flash on, it's true, because she's flashy. She's the paparazzi. And she needs that picture of you. She wants a picture of the paparazzi, and she's also inverting expectations. It's so magical, we'd be so fantastico. It's like, it's subverting the norm. The norm is that the celebrities hate the paparazzi. I think that's kind of a well-documented thing. As Lady Gaga has aged, she's, is my hair okay? I feel like it looks weird. As she's aged, she's kind of grown to loathe the paparazzi a little bit, but especially here when she's 22 trying to escape where she was kind of subverting the expectations, being like, oh no, paparazzi, you think you have the power? No, I have the power. I'm editing, and I forgot to say one thing. She's also saying that she is going to be so flashy. She's anticipating what she's going to be. She's saying that she's going to be so flashy, so captivating, that the paparazzi has no choice but to go after her. Okay, back to it. Leather and jeans, garage glamorous. It's just kind of describing the aesthetic of early Lady Gaga. It's that sort of like do-it-yourself, kind of hodgepodge, but flashy glamour. I think people hear like garage band. Like there's the app garage band, but there's also like a garage band. And a garage band is kind of like a rock band that's done it themselves, a little rough around the edges. And I think that's what she is. She's garage glamorous. Not sure what it means. I'm not sure what that means. But this photo of us, it don't have a price. Ready for those flashing lights, because you know that baby I. So the photo of us, the photo of her and the paparazzi together is worth more than anything money can buy for her. She wants fame. She wants the paparazzi. Ready for those flashing lights is her saying, I know it's going to be a lot. I know it's going to be all these flashing lights, but I'm ready for it. And then she leads it into the chorus, because you know that baby I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi. Paparazzi are usually associated with, like, being the fanatics. They're the fans. Is that where fan comes from? Does it come from fanatic? Okay. She is going to chase after the paparazzi until the paparazzi loves her. I don't know if I'm getting too ahead of myself, but I want to go into the next part where it goes, baby, there's no other superstar. You know that I'll be your paparazzi. Again, she's chasing down the paparazzi. But the next part of the chorus is really interesting. She goes, promise I'll be kind, but I won't stop until that boy is mine. Baby, you'll be famous, chase you down until you love me, paparazzi. So what does she mean by this? Because I think this is really interesting. People just kind of gloss over pop lyricism, but Lady Gaga, this is really intelligent. She's going, I won't stop until that boy is mine. What boy is she talking about? The paparazzi, but it's more than that. Basically, like, okay, we're gonna get really deep really quick, so sorry. Under patriarchy, women don't have a lot of inherent power. But what is one inherent power that women do have? And that is access to sex for men. And I think a lot of times women reclaim their power that is being taken from them by this patriarchal system by embodying and associating with like a monstrous caricature of them. Example, like Madonna is kind of like people hated Madonna when she came. They loved Madonna too, but she kind of used sexuality as a weapon. And she was a big influence on Lady Gaga as well. Or someone new like Sabrina Carpenter. She's kind of like Sex Kitten. That's who she is. So in a lot of pop music, pop that's like by women, you will hear them singing about chasing after a boy. And it's because that sells. It does well. It does well in our culture for women to play into that stereotype of like a man-crazed girl. I think a lot of Taylor Swift's early work was also like that. Katy Perry had a lot of songs like that. But it just kind of panders to a societal expectation of what women are supposed to be. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Again, I love Lady Gaga. I think there's nothing wrong with this. I'm just saying she is making the paparazzi a man, and she's singing this song about chasing after a man, but she's flipping the gender expectations to give herself power and chasing after the man who is the paparazzi. And again, if you go next, it goes, I'll be your girl backstage at your shows. Saying I'll be your girl has very romantic undertones to it. And backstage at your show, she goes, velvet ropes and guitars, yeah, 'cause you're my rock star. So there's sort of like two archetypes of pop music. One is a woman who's this pop star who's like this love, overly attached female with blonde hair. And then you have like and that's like the pop star archetype. Then you have the rock star archetype. The rock star is like, usually have dark hair. They're kind of a little bit more gothic looking. I don't know, think Trent Reznor, Alice Cooper, Marilyn Manson, ew. But she's essentially saying that the paparazzi is the rock star. She is the pop star. The paparazzi is the male rock star. And the show that the rock star, the paparazzi, is doing is taking pictures of the pop star. It goes in between the sets, eyeliner and cigarettes. Again, just kind of building on the aesthetic of eyeliner and cigarettes in leather and jeans, garage glamorous. In between the sets, also, it kind of reinforces this like pop star, rock star dichotomy. And then it goes, shadow is burnt yellow, dancin' we turn. So like, again, just kind of building aesthetic, burnt yellow eyeshadow, dancin' we turn. You're just like kind of slaying. Then, okay, she's working up. She goes, my lashes are dry, purple teardrops I cry. It don't have a price, loving you is Then it kind of goes into the little like, refrain, the little bridge. It goes, real good. We dance in the studio, snap, snap to that shit on the radio. Don't stop for anyone. We're plastic, but we still have fun. I imagine this is her. She's in the studio listening to paparazzi. They're dancing. They're saying, this is real good. They're slaying. And they're actually jamming out and enjoying radio music. People kind of hate pop music, but that's why her name is Lady Gaga. It comes from Radio Gaga from Queen. And her saying, snap, snap to that shit on the radio is her saying, I don't care if you guys don't think that this pop music on the radio is bad. I don't care if you think it's not real, if you is a second-class culture, it is not high class. She's going, I don't care. I'm snapping to it. And then going, don't stop for anyone. We're plastic, but we still have fun. Kind of is that holier than thou, where it's like, we're not going to pay attention to anybody because what? I'm sliving. Because we're plastic, but we still have fun. Plastic meaning fake, artificial, put together, and not real. And it goes, but we still have fun. So she's saying, I know this is all artificial. I know I'm not, because when she wrote this, she goes, I know I'm not famous. I know I don't have anything. I know I'm just a nobody. I know this is all pretend. But I love it. We still have fun doing it. So, in essence, to me, this song is Lady Gaga playing this, what was it, Candy Warhol? That was the name of her character. She's playing this perfect, manufactured, blonde bombshell, got it. Fame-obsessed woman she's playing the character of a pop star. She's pretending to be a perfect pop star, a perfect female pop star who is love-obsessed, fame-obsessed, using this storyline of a love-obsessed blonde woman to get herself famous. And she's, instead of singing to like an artificial man, like a rock star, she's putting all of that energy into the paparazzi, subverting expectations of what's expected between the dichotomy between a pop star and paparazzi, but also asserting her own dominance as a woman over a male-dominated culture. Putting it into its historical context, the historical context of Paparazzi by Lady Gaga, she was not famous at this point. She didn't have anything. She was just living in an apartment on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. So it's also like, it's a story of rags to riches, but it's also a story of the Ubermensch, the will to power. Yeah, I think that's everything I have to say on it. I'm sorry if it's convoluted. I love the song. I think it's probably my favorite song from her. No, because Aura is really good. And Swine. I love art pop. Anyway, check out my album Cisgender Jesus if you want. I need to pay rent. Oh, here's my Venmo. Send me money, please. If you don't, that's fine. Okay.